All right, so we have on the left side Alex Fann playing green-red dinosaurs. He's up against Gabriel Nicholas's 4-color energy deck.
Melvin the Muppet remains the best puppet in Magic. I'm sorry, that just didn't do it for me.
Alex Fann starts off on a basic forest and basic mountain here. For Gabriel Nicholas, it is going to be a long tusk cub. That gets hit by an Abrade. So other than a big stack of dinosaurs, what are the non-creature spells we can expect out of Alex's deck?
Well, Abrade, Commune with Dinosaurs.
Boom, like that one. We see Deathgorge Scavenger as a play from Alex, it looks like. And that gets hit by Magma Spray. Deathgorge Scavenger exiled away, it looks like, the Long Tusk Cub.
Gain 2 life.
Alex went to 22. We see here a cycle of a Sheltered Thicket from Alex and a pass. Go back over to Gabriel Nicholas. Botanical Sanctum.
I think we're looking at significant mulligans here. Alex now with a lot of cards left over, just 2 cards in hand here.
Well, if both players are going to keep drawing off the top, normally I like Glorybringer decks here, but I don't know how I like it against a deck with playing something like Carnage Tyrant.
Yep, Carnage Tyrant, Regisaur Alpha. These are both very large threats.
Rogue Refiner from Nicholas. That was my question, I think, with Regisaur Alpha, is when you get to 5 mana, is Glorybringer or Regisaur Alpha going to be the stronger card in Standard? Both of them these red 5-drops.
There's also the question of which one you would prefer your opponent not to hit with the Scarab God.
Drover of the Mighty played from Alex Fann. So this is a 1/1 for 2. It taps to make a mana. However, if you control a dinosaur, it is a 3/3 for 2. A very powerful ramp card actually in this deck.
Yes, yeah. Frequently the curve you're looking for is turn 2 Drover, turn 3 Ripjaw Raptor.
Yeah, Glorybringer attacks. It exerts to remove Drover of the Mighty, deals 4 damage on it. So 7 damage comes across, knocking Alex down to 15. As we say go, back over to Alex. Another Drover passes. Now he has a land in hand, and I believe the card Savage Stomp.
Drover doesn't really do a good job of fighting, not even with the +1/+1 counter. A Savage Stomp to just trade outright with the Rogue Refiner, far from ideal. If you could find Regisaur Alpha on the following turn, use the Drover mana to cast Savage Stomp on Glorybringer, that'd be a big swing.
Finds basic island here. And a swing from Rogue Refiner, putting Alex to 12. Right now, Gabriel just up on cards. You see Harness Lightning, Confiscation Coup, Long Tusk Cub, Whirler Virtuoso. Looks like he's going to be able to press that card advantage into a win this game. One more draw for Alex. It's an Abrade. That's not going to help him enough. He's facing down, looks like 9 points of power, and he will pick up the cards as we go to a second game.
Yep.
Some mulligans from the dinosaur deck, and really we saw one dinosaur. It was the Deathgorge Scavenger.
Right, some unkicked Drover of the Mighties.
Yeah, so I do want to look at the sideboard. I want to actually talk about the cards in Alex's deck. It was pretty clear there was some mulliganing there. So the dinosaurs you have, Regisaur Alpha, the 4/4 for 5, makes a 3/3, and then your dinosaurs all have haste. You have Ripjaw Raptor. That's going to be our 4/5 for 4.
Yes.
When it takes damage, you draw a card. You have the Drover of the Mighties that we saw. We have Otepec Huntmaster.
Yep, 2 mana 1/2, can tap to give another dinosaur haste, and also reduces the cost of all dinosaurs by 1 generic mana.
So that's another one of your enablers. He has the Deathgorge Scavengers, 2 Carnage Tyrants, and then the 2 Samoots. So really 10 payoff spells, I think, when it comes to dinosaurs. The Regisaurs, the Raptors, and the Carnage Tyrants.
Sure.
All right, looking at the sideboard, he can add a few more payoffs. You see the 3rd and 4th Carnage Tyrants in his sideboard. You see 2 copies of Chandra, Torch of Defiance, 2 copies of Heroic Intervention, 2 Glorybringers, 2 Vance's Blasting Cannons, 2 Sweltering Suns, 2 Magma Sprays, and then one more dinosaur. That's that copy of Rampaging Ferocidon.
Yep, got to figure this matchup's largely about running large monsters into the other player. Carnage Tyrant, good for that purpose. Chandra, Torch of Defiance, reasonable at clearing up some lower stuff and casting bigger spells. Certainly Glorybringer coming in.
Yeah, Glorybringer should be good. I really like the card Carnage Tyrant in this matchup, especially when you're looking at cards like Glorybringer and Confiscation Coup. It's not clear to me that Gabriel Nicholas can really remove a Carnage Tyrant once it hits the board.
You've got to catch it in combat, really.
That's a tall order. For Gabriel Nicholas, he's got 4 copies of Negate, 2 Chandra's Defeat, 2 Magma Spray, 2 Cartouche of Ambition. Remember, he's the 4-color deck, so he does branch out for black cards in his sideboard. An Aether Sphere Harvester, a Spell Pierce, an Hour of Glory, a Chandra Torch of Defiance, and then a Confiscation Coup. That would be his 2nd copy, as he has 1 in the main.
Pretty into the Confiscation Coup.
Yeah.
You could make an argument for Chandra's Defeat. It's okay. In particular, against a turn 2 Otepec Huntmaster, you'd want to kill that one on the spot. A lot of these creatures are just green creatures, though, so it's going to miss in a lot of spots.
Right. It hits. Was it Regisaur Alpha as a red creature, and then Otepec Huntmaster? That may be the only red creature, so it's narrow but efficient.
Yeah, good argument for Magma Spray. It just hits both of the turn 2 mana creatures on turn 2.
Yeah, and those are really some enablers for the deck. So we could see some of those. Do you like anything else here? Chandra, Hour of Glory, maybe?
Reasonably into Chandra. Hour of Glory is fine. I don't think it's exceptional here. I don't think you need to go particularly heavy on interaction, certainly inefficient interaction. Just get a lot of large bodies on the battlefield.
All right, well, players are going to get ready for a second game here. Still waiting to see a large dinosaur hit the table. Hoping Alex can do that next game. If you want to see recaps of all our matches so far on the weekend, you can follow us over on our Star City Games YouTube page. We do have full videos of each of our opens. They go up the week following the open. We have our splits. We also have those and more. We have our split second series, Versus series, and Commander, and Magic Online play testing. These are things that normally show up on the main page. You can follow on our page at starcitygames.com. You can see the videos as well on YouTube. Find all that and more, but subscribe to us today. It's youtube.com/StarCityGames.
Tons of great content. I know that y'all are on YouTube watching cat videos anyway. You may as well just reinvest that time.
Nicholas can take them all again. This time it's Alex keeping the 7. He'll be on the play with dinosaurs. So you mentioned these cards. A lot of them are really dinosaur-only cards. The shell I'm looking at are Commune with Dinosaurs. That's the 1-mana card. You look at the top 5, you may pick a creature, or a dinosaur, or a land, and put it into your hand.
Yep.
You have Drover of the Mighty, the 1/1 for 2. Taps to add a mana, and it gets a 3/3 with a dinosaur. And then you'd mentioned the 3rd card was the Otepec Huntmaster. Reduces cost of your dinosaurs and gives dinosaurs haste.
So this deck is very thematic. The cards all play off each other. It's hard to deviate too much from this build. All these cards kind of ask you to play all the other cards, really drive this synergy home. So the real question is specifically, it's on the other side of the table. Do these synergies add up to more or even a comparable amount to the energy deck? And I think one of the real reasons to be the energy deck is specifically Harness Lightning is the best removal spell in the format.
Sure.
Savage Stomp. It relies on you having some pretty specific stuff. That could be where the power lies in the deck.
All right, so Alex on the play. Turn 2, we see our first Otepec Huntmaster. And looks like it's going to survive. So bonus mana for both players. It's Servant of the Conduit on Gabriel's side. And Alex has options. He'll just cast Deathgorge Scavenger, but Huntmaster can give it haste, and he'll do that. Swings in for 3, and it'll trade away with the Servant of the Conduit.
Pretty aggressive trade with the Servant there.
I don't mind. The energy deck really does like having a Servant. Oh, you mean you just wouldn't want to block from Gabriel's side?
This suggests that Gabriel doesn't have some kind of 4-mana play here, and certainly the Rogue Refiner is great on turn 3.
Yeah, he'll cast Rogue Refiner. On Alex's side, tapping 4. This could be, I was going to say a 5-mana card. It looks like it'll be tapping 3. He does get a discount on his dinosaurs.
So he's looking at Ripjaw Raptor. He also just has Chandra Torch of Defiance.
Well, here's Ripjaw Raptor. Cast it, give it haste, swing it in. Here's 4 damage. Gabriel goes to 16.
That's when you don't want to block.
Yeah, when he deals Enrage and Ripjaw Raptor is dealt damage, draw a card.
And this card combines very well with Savage Stomp.
Oh, yeah, that does work with Fight.
Yeah,
that's a neat synergy.
Don't believe Alex has that one just yet, though he does have both Chandra and Samut the Tested in his hand. You can use that to split, deal damage to the Raptor and draw a card. Unfortunately, he can't kill anything on top of that.
All right. So what we are going to see is an attack from Rogue Refiner, Servant of the Conduit, and then Long Tusk Cub. Now, Gabriel's actually saved up 7 energy, just accrued that. So Long Tusk Cub's pretty good here. It can go up to a 5/5. That would survive this Chandra in Alex's hand.
And here's where you see some of the difficulties for the Dinosaurs deck in the format. There's this 2-mana Cub that can just be larger than your 4 and 5 mana spells.
Right, we'll see if Samut can deal anything with it. We have one of those 2 copies being cast. Samut the Tested, 4 loyalty Planeswalker. For +1, up to 1 target creature gains double strike until end of turn. That's what it'll do, targeting the Raptor. Long Tusk Cub, a 5/5, will then trade. Alex draws a card off Ripjaw Raptor.
And Smoot pretty bad at protecting itself. It does have to -2 to deal damage to creatures, and now just with the Huntmaster, that's a 1/2. Gabriel left with a Servant and a Rogue Refiner. Both of these cards can freely attack into the Planeswalker.
Yeah, there's another Samut in Alex's hand. He's got one more card.
He's been hanging on to a Chandra, Torch of Defiance from his opener.
Looks like the Huntmaster will block the Rogue Refiner to keep Samut alive for another turn. Gabriel makes another Long Tusk Cub. He has 2 energy as he played an Aether Hub that turn. So Cub could go up to 3/3. Now Alex did draw an extra card last turn off of Ripjaw Raptor. So he's got 3 cards here. Looks like it's Drover of the Mighty, Chandra, and another Samut. So the double strike ability, that's not going to matter right now. Deals 2 damage divided among creatures or players. He could do that one and take care of one of these creatures. He'll also cast Chandra, Torch of Defiance. So this pair of Planeswalkers can start going to work on Gabriel's creatures.
And both of these Planeswalkers have a very heavy loyalty investment to actually serve as a removal spell. Gabriel has some pretty robust creatures on the other side of the table.
He plus Chandra to hope to find another threat. He found, it looks like a Ripjaw Raptor, but was unable to cast it. So that was exiled and dealt 2 damage.
Other possible line, you could use the Chandra to -3 on the Long Tusk Cub, use Smoot to deal with the Rogue Refiner, but then you just have 2 1 loyalty Planeswalkers against Servant of the Conduit, which is not a great position. It's a pretty tough spot for Alex.
I actually like this, what he did. So he did take care of the Rogue Refiner, but by leaving Chandra on 5 and casting Drover, he's hoping to untap with the Chandra again and get additional card advantage off of it.
And the nice thing is if the Cub hits a Planeswalker, it doesn't generate any additional energy.
Yeah, but here is Glorybringer from Gabriel Nicholas, and that's going to really change the math here as Gabriel will be able to take care of both Planeswalkers. He's going to attack and exert Glorybringer and attack with both creatures. It's going to be an exert to kill Drover the Mighty, and then attack with both creatures. So it was a 2/2 and the Dragon attacked down the Chandra, and then another 2/2 took care of the Samut. Alex is left with an empty board.
Glorybringer pretty good against Planeswalkers and creatures and opponents playing games of Magic.
And Alex just has to say go. I do have to say this is a matchup. I'm not really, this is my first time seeing Samut constructed. I'm not very impressed with the card right now.
I think it would be a leading card to board out in a matchup like this as well.
Chandra seems great.
Yeah.
Chandra is great. And there's the hard part with dinosaurs. The card Glorybringer, the hard sell is why would you to play dinosaurs when you could play Glorybringer?
And
I think that's the argument you have to make.
Yeah, Alex even just has Glorybringers in his sideboard.
Yeah, the Scarab God cast by Gabriel's. He attacks for 4 this turn as well. Alex draws a mountain, and that is going to be the match. 4-color energy, it is your winner, 2 games to 0 in short fashion. Gabriel Nicholas improves to 10-2.